I would like to hear the first 5 minutes. The record since 5 minutes. That's really lazy.
We were just waiting.
Yeah, of course. Sorry.
No, we're not waiting. No.
I had something else to do.
That sounds.
Yeah, you look very happy. Good afternoon. Are you well?
Yes.
Good.
I hope you do. Are you?
Resumption of your league fixtures, but a new era in a way for Liverpool with the new stand and new capacity. Champions coming to play you. What are your thoughts ahead of what should be quite a landmark occasion?
Yeah, a lot of things happen, obviously. Did you say at the beginning resumption of the first of the?
After the break.
Yeah. Okay. If you mix our games up, if you want to the first 3 games or 4 games, then you can say, okay, maybe you can lose at Arsenal or Tottenham, but that's possible. A few teams will lose there in the future. Should not lose at Burnley. Draw in one of these games, then they could have still 4 points. So that doesn't feel too good, but it's not really bad. And only team in the Premier League with 3 away games before everybody saw the start, and then they said, oh, that's a tough start, and I said, we should not think about it. We didn't think about it, but we cannot ignore it. So we are the only team with 3 away games. So now we start the season with a home game, and after this first international break, because the next will come pretty soon, we had this is our base, and now we have to start the season. And I think it's a wonderful opportunity for us. And yesterday, the day before yesterday, was first time at Anfield since the Chelsea game, and it's really impressive what they did there. It's outstanding job. I have no idea how somebody could do something like this, but it's really, when you stand in front of it, it's really amazing. And so this is a good place. This is a good opponent. The champion is coming. We celebrated them all. It was really well deserved what they did last year. They're still good, all that stuff. But I would say now it's another season, and it's our first home game, and with 8,000 more in the stadium, something like this. So yeah, that's more power. We should use this. We should use this and start now in this season really with our first home game. And how I said, wonderful opportunity.
I would imagine it's a game that everybody wants to play in. So how is everybody after the break? Mane and Chan in particular, what we heard were doubts.
Yeah, Mane is I don't know how it works and who said it, but it was absolutely nothing. He trained since he's here completely normal. Emre is different. Emre had in the Burton game he didn't even need an opponent. He did it by himself. But his little issue with the ankle, it's meanwhile much better. But Emre had not a perfect preseason, and Emre had not. At a few games now, and unfortunately another 2.5 weeks nearly break now. Maybe we'll back today or tomorrow in team training, but that will not be enough for the Leicester game then. Another player with problems is Ragnar Klavan. He had in this really unlucky game, he brought a bone bruise, and a little rib. It's not too deep, around the knee like this. It's not. We don't need to stitch it, but it's something. We have to wait. It's obviously a little bit painful. So we have to see and to wait what happened over the night. We'll know more this afternoon. Ojo, is not in team training until now, so I don't know if there's anybody else we could or should talk about. So we have enough players available if nothing happens today and tomorrow. So we'll have a good team, and I hope that everybody will play, wants to play, and then we have to make a few decisions. I will make them, and then we will start.
We haven't seen you since the window closed, and one of the main points of that window was Mario's departure. Mario went, but his agent was very critical of yourself and your training and your decision to isolate Mario.
They didn't isolate him.
How upset were you by those comments?
0.0. I know him. Well, that's all. I'm not interested in things like this. that's a part of the business I'm not interested in, and so all good. It's a free world in a few parts, and so he can say what he wants, no problem.
You weren't upset though?
Obviously not.
Just in terms of that, well, I know, or we're told that Mamadou had the option to maybe go out on loan over the window and didn't. I was wondering what the situation is now that he's here and with you.
They have to make Mama now fit. So the situation in the transfer, in an open transfer phase, whatever, it's you have to prepare decisions. So you have to make decisions, and you have to prepare the situation after the window closes. And so you have to think about a few things. And when you do this, then you have to tell the players the truth. So because after closing the window, the situation is then like it is, and you cannot change the squad situation anymore. So that's what I, not only with Mama, but with Mama too, what I did with the players, with all of them, and told them what I think what would be the best. And now the squad is like the squad is, and now it's about, in this moment, making Mama fit, what he isn't. That's how it is after this long time, with suspension and injury. And that's now then we will see what happens. So I have no idea what happens when, because it's about who plays how, who perform how good are our results, all that stuff. But at the end, Mama knows, and I know, and from my side, that's enough.
Just as far as Leicester City are concerned, potentially play a similar style of football that Burnley do in terms of the counter.
Leicester,
to a certain degree, with the counter-attacking football anyway. Maybe not quite the same in terms of possession and what have you. But would you, from the look of you won't be treating it maybe in the same way that the Burnley match happened then?
I don't think that we will have 80% of the ball against Leicester, to be honest. But if it is like this, we will do better than we did at Burnley, because we are now 3-4 weeks ahead of this of the situation around the Burnley game. So now Leicester is, how I said, still good, still lively, still aggressive, good organized, all that stuff. And of course, it's one big strength is the counter-attack. Clear, very direct. I think Schmeichel can play, so then it's clear where the ball will come down. So you can prepare situations like this. You have to prepare this. It's not about playing pressing in their build-up, because they don't give you this opportunity. But at the end, they don't defend that deep. That how Burnley, we cannot compare all the teams, and Burnley would love to play like Leicester, I'm pretty sure. So that's another quality. So, but that's that we know that when they played last year here exactly like this, and one of their biggest qualities is that they stick to their plan. It's not the only plan, the counter-attack, so they really can play football. Give Mahrez the ball and it's not a counter-attack, then he can, if you don't defend him well, then you can wait until the ring or the bell rings, and then that's how it is. And a lot of good players and around, and set pieces are good, throw-ins, Fuchs, not only in the final third on each position of the pitch, because he can make the switch the side nearly alone. That's funny, and so that's all the things we know about it. We had enough time now, nearly 2 weeks, to prepare the Leicester game. That's what we did, not with the players because they were not here. But we did it yesterday, and we will do it tomorrow. Today is a little bit different what we are doing, but then we have 2 days together, and then we will be prepared.
Juliet?
Jurgen, with Mama, you talked about him getting his fitness back, and you said that you know and he knows, but is there an element of regaining your trust as well, as far as he's concerned, from manager-player?
From a what?
Like between a manager and a player, just regaining your trust before, as well as...
No, I never. That's not a problem. Who am I? That you don't have to gain my trust. I'm not blind, but it's a situation I spoke about before. You have to. He couldn't play football for a long time, so and that's how it is. And then it makes sense after the long break that you think about how can you get match time. Well, that's difficult here. I'd have to say hopefully difficult because the other players are fit and hopefully stay fit. It's not hopefully for Mama, of course, but it's for the squad, for results and all that stuff. And so that's what you have to speak about before the window closes, because that's the moment you can make decisions, and that's what I did. Now it's not about I'm not silly enough to forget good performances or things like this, but at the end we will see what happens. But it's not, yeah. That's actually all to say, but because the rest would be too much, not too much about what we spoke, only about the situation. It's normal now. Now the squad is clear. We cannot change it anymore. Now it's all good. Now we have one more good centre half. Good, all good. But for him, I have to say it needs time. That's how it is. And I can change. That's not because I don't make the rules in this kind, and it's part of the game. No, it's your body, and that's what we have to do now with him, and then we will see what happens.
Anything else, Jules? Okay, Carl?
Yeah, good. In the international break, how much time have you spent looking back on the 3 games you've played in terms of how you played, or is each now?
I watched all our games, not in the international break. I saw all apart from the Arsenal game. I did watch the Arsenal game twice. Yes, I did. So but I saw the Burnley game. What was not easy. Watched 2 times. I saw the Tottenham game 2 times. So, well, of course that's normal. That's a job to analyze the game. Not everything to tell to the players, but to know how we performed. And what do you want to know about this, or you only want to know if I did it?
Yeah, or whether you're now looking more forward rather than back in terms of reflecting on performance. You're looking at what's to come in terms of how you can improve those performances.
Look, we showed different things against different opponents. So again, I can say we had one of the best 30 minutes against Arsenal I saw until now from my team this season and last season. It was really good after half time. That was really good. It was a deserved win. We played, and I know that's quite difficult to speak about, but we played against Burnley, a really good game against a team like Burnley, and we missed, unfortunately, I would say 14, 15 times the last pass because we lost our nerves in this moment. We always build was okay, but we came into dangerous areas, but then we didn't play the pass. That's how it is. You cannot take this in the next game and say, against Tottenham, by the way, we will be there not 1 second. So we played against Tottenham a long time, really good. We could have won there, we could have lost there. That's how it is against Tottenham. When I watched it again, I felt more and more the draw was the fair result, because after the game immediately I thought, okay, we should have won, especially because we had this big opportunity near the last minute, but they had their moments, especially around the goal. Our problem was in the second half we didn't play enough football anymore. We were too direct in our situation, a little bit like, come on, let's close the game now. Makes no sense. Still, that's the way you have to go. It's a very young season until now, and we have to develop things. Nobody plays at its best in this moment, even other teams with 9 points now. We all have to work. We all have to develop our game, and that's what we will do.
Tony?
Yeah, when you came in last year, you spoke about the importance of having an established centre-back pair, and you looked at loads of ways. You were never able to have that because of injuries and suspensions and other things. The way Matip and Liverpool played last week at Tottenham, you now looking at them to form a partnership that you can go forward with?
I don't know, actually. It's when they perform, why not? But we have to use the quality of the squad. That's what we try to do, and we have to work as good as possible, and that they know the different pairs know how to play together. So that's how it is. So why should I now say that's the pair for the whole season, and then next week one of these players is injured, and I have to say, okay, sorry, maybe you read the newspaper. It was not what I actually wanted to say. So I don't care. It's about having quality and bring it on the pitch, and that's the pressure what all the players have. They need to perform. It's not about being a nice guy. It's about getting results for Liverpool, and that's this pressure we have to create in training situation when they are together. So it was a very young season, and then 2 weeks away. I didn't see Phil since Tottenham. Exactly. Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock or something. So that's long. And so now we have to see how they have all different things to do. That's for all the teams the same. They play with Brazil like this, with Estland like this, with the deep defending, Holland like this. So, and you have 2-3 days. That's for all of us. We have 2-3 days to bring all that stuff together again, and then judging was the travel too long, the trip too long or not? Is he already recovered? All these decisions. That's what we make, and not thinking about which centre-half pair could play for the next 12 years. I saw, by the way, Sami Hyypiä in the canteen. Oh, he looked like a player still. Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Yeah, anything from the side? Okay, guys, just to...
I don't think yes, but I think you're going to get a...
Just to check, Jurgen, are you into boxing? Do you like boxing? Fighting?
And I understood already. I think about it.
Just to check.
I was. My father woke me up always as a kid when these times Cassius Clay was boxing. So, yeah, I like it. I think, but I've not enough time to. I never was part of a fight in live in stadium or wherever. So, yeah, but I like it. But I never would get up anymore for a fight.
Thank you.
Why?
He's up for a new fight.
I was
Tonight tomorrow, so we were just asking every manager.
Who fights?
Kelbrook tomorrow in London.
Look, so obviously I'm not a boxing supporter because who? Sorry.
That won't make it to that. Let's